And then, oh wait, get this. I see a robot driving on a sidewalk. So I go up to it and I'm like, hey, sidewalks are for humans. That's an embarrassing moment right there. So let's make it real. Stay with me now. You have the greats like Kevin Hart, Chris Brown, Kevin James, and Adam Sandler. Now, you might be asking yourself, hey, is something missing? You'd be right. Let me introduce you the new king of comedy. Look familiar? If you think so, you might be thinking, Caleb, why are you up there? You're not even funny. This is when my plan goes into place. You see, I don't just have one of the best plans, I have one of the greatest plans out there. Step 1, join a comedy club. I gotta become funny, but I gotta show it. Step 2, crack some jokes. I gotta be able to make people laugh in order to become one of the greats. Step 3, crown myself as the king of comedy. And that's pretty much it. Any questions? Didn't think so. All right, let's go. It is a day before I perform my comedy bit. I have not thought of a comedy script yet, which is kind of unfortunate because I gotta do it tomorrow. Good news though, I have a solution. Why make a comedy script when you can pay someone to do it for you? I went onto Fiverr and I found this lady that does comedy sketches. So I DM'd her, I was like, hey, I know this is weird, but my friends kind of dared me to do a comedy bit and I was wondering if you could help me write a script. And then she got back to me. Yeah guys, wasn't looking good, but then we figured it out and it's all good. So tomorrow I should be getting the script. I guess I'm gonna do a little bit of a cut. Welcome to the next day. Great news, the script has been sent. I am going to do a comedy bit in 4 hours. I'm extremely nervous because I have to memorize this thing. And you know what, I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek of what I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna be talking about robots, AI. The next day the script came in and I was reading through it and the jokes weren't really hitting for me. They just weren't that funny. And so I was practicing them out and they still weren't funny. So I decided I was gonna switch it up. Maybe I had to talk about something else. And then eventually the idea came to me. I just had to talk about one of my old boxing YouTube videos. I should address some things before we get into the video. When I got there, I didn't realize it was a cigar and smoking lounge, so that was fun. And I also didn't know that I was gonna be the last performer there. If there's one thing that you should know about my videos is, you never know what you're gonna get. I'm not doing this comedy club video because I'm funny. I'm doing it because, I'm trying to get some content. I don't know. So keep that in mind when you hear my completely awful skit. I'm not the type of guy that goes to comedy clubs. I'm not like a people talker. I talk to a camera, like I'm talking. It's different. Comedians were flying by and eventually it was my turn.
3 elderly on oxygen. There's a health nut.
Why didn't you ascend the stairs here?
And I'm gonna try not to interrupt myself too much. I'm gonna give you guys what was going on in my head. Get ready for it, guys. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? This one's Hall of Fame worthy, okay?
Are you ready for your final performer of the night? Yes! This is a unique situation. He is here because he finished in last place in his fantasy football league. He drafted Geno Smith in the first round. He's a bum! He's a bum! Give it up for him. 5 minutes of power from Caleb Handsome.
Yeah, so there's a lot to unpack in those short 15 seconds. You might have noticed that he said Caleb Handsome.
Caleb Handsome!
When I told him my name, a lot of people get this. It's not his fault, but a lot of people, they mistake my name for Handsome. My last name's Hanson with an O-N, and he just thought it was funny. So yeah, and then the lady to my right, which you could kind of yell out, handsome,
in last place.
She was super she was like, oh my gosh, that's like the funniest joke ever. Again, remember, these guys are all drunk and fried. It's whatever. Then you probably also noticed that he said I was here because I lost in my fantasy football tournament. You can tell when people don't watch football when they think the fantasy football season's over. We're probably halfway in the season right now. However, I did tell him I did have to do this because, you know, I lost in fantasy football. And I think that's my go-to, and I was kind of a coward there. I don't like telling people that I like do videos, so my go-to is saying, yeah, this is a fantasy football punishment. If you guys want a really good fantasy football punishment, do this. I've found the perfect punishment. Be the last performer of a comedy show that's in the middle of nowhere and that's in a cigar and smoking lounge. Your friends will love it, especially if you are not a funny person. Because believe me, this was the hardest thing I've ever done. And like, if I could take back this video idea, I would completely.
Wow, what a ride, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how I ended up in this situation. So yeah, I lost fantasy football, and my friends were like, yeah, you gotta do comedy now. I was like, okay, sick. So I thought it was gonna be hard to find like a comedy set because this was all planned last week. So I'm calling like all these different spots, they're all like, nah, you kind of need a name, you kind of need a place. Then I landed on this place. And then I pick up the phone, and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to hand in my social security or anything like that. And this is how the phone call goes. Hey, I was wondering if you had any open spots. Yeah, Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, be there. I was like, oh, sweet, thanks, man. So yeah, I'm here now. Thank you guys for just being here, showing up, appreciate it. Anyways, so I'm a college student, if you guys didn't know. I'm a sophomore. And I'm pretty sure like all my friends kind of have the same vibe around me where we just do dumb stuff all the time. So last week, we were watching a UFC fight. And I know if you guys are UFC fans, but these guys hit pretty hard. So I'm a boxer. And last summer I picked up boxing. So my friends were like, you know what, dude, do you think you could last, like, I don't know, 5 minutes boxing professional boxer? It's like, yeah, sure, man. How hard can it be? So my friends, I actually thought it would be funny if they put me in a ring with a professional boxer. So last week, they called, we have a boxing club nearby. So I'm getting into the ring. And I'm expecting some training drills because my friends didn't tell me I was gonna box professional. So this guy comes up to me, he's like, dude, are you ready? I was like, ready for what? Everybody starts filtering out of the ring. I'm like, okay. Am I like getting a one-on-one here? This 6'5" guy comes into the ring with me. I was like, what? 6'5", what's going on? My friends are just out there like laughing at me. I was like, all right, sweet. So then this guy comes in, he's like doing his old boxing like routine. He's like, I was like, okay, what's going on now? And then the guy outside, he's like, are you ready for 1 minute of hell? I was like, all right, 1 minute of hell, what's that mean? He closes the door. It's like, okay. This guy, 6'5", he's like 200 pounds, starts walking toward me. And my friends thought it would be funny if they picked a guy that was actually a registered fighter, so he has actual KOs under his belt. So I'm coming up against this guy, and he starts swinging. The next thing I notice, I'm like outside of the ring, guys are like patting me on the back, they're like, you did a good job, man, don't worry, you did a good job. It's like, what happened? Apparently, professional boxers, they punch really hard, because I don't even know what happened to that man in the ring.
It has been 50 seconds and I have yet to tell an actual joke. Yeah, guys, maybe I should have stuck to the script that I paid for, but you know what? Something about those jokes, they were just like, you know, they were beneath me. So I decided to tell a story, not a joke. I got respect for a lot of the comedians out there. They do this for a job, and yeah, I can't believe they do that type of stuff. Anyways.
But yeah, no, we just do dumb stuff all the time. So I think the week before that, we decided to test out safety equipment. Now I know you work with safety tools quite a lot, so hopefully you like this one. We bought flares, we buy life rafts, and then you know, like if you get in a car accident, there's these window breakers that you can like go up against a window, and it'll break the window. I've never used it before. So we went up to this junkyard. They didn't let us sign any safety waivers. They were pretty low-key about it. So we go in, and the guy's like, yeah, here's your car, just do whatever you want with it, just don't get it too dirty. So we go in, and my buddy's got the camera, he's like, yeah, man, it's gonna be sick, let's go. I was like, all right, sweet. So I get the window breaker, we go up against the window, and I didn't know you were supposed to just tap it, right? So I just kind of like thrust my hand through the window, and I get glass all in my hand, which is why I had the Band-Aid. I went to the emergency care right after, but my friend was like, no, dude, you're good. Give me the window breaker. I was like, okay. So now I'm filming, blood's going down my hand. He's like, it's my turn. He just taps it. He didn't even like let me know that you were supposed to just tap it. Everything's fine, and he like gets on. He's like, dude, you're such a dummy, man. Like, why did you just tap it? I was like, what do you mean? I didn't even know this was a thing. So yeah, that's about it. And this is probably the worst set and the worst fantasy football punishment I could have done. But hey guys, thanks for showing up. I'm still fine here. Thank you guys.
I've never seen a group of people get ready to move out of the building faster than that. But hey, guys, I told you guys at the start I'm not funny. I talk to cameras, not people. I'm awkward. What do you want me to do? Anyways, if you guys want to see videos like this every Sunday, 1 o'clock p.m. EST, hit the subscribe button. Help us reach that goal of 500 subscribers. With that being said, peace.